आपका I'm just waiting for you. आएगा देखो तो आप अभी कर दो
So when you want to share to all other places, then
जो भी आप ये बोलो PCC या पाकिस्तान कम्युनिटी सेंटर
don't they get it automatically?
no I want to share
How's everything otherwise? Good.
शुक्र yeah that's nice
Thank you for having me.
no thanks for coming I think you know when I saw that I said oh okay you are in town so let's
I've been here 6 weeks.
get you in yeah
Yeah, I even went back to those all night packing.
yeah exactly
So Pakistani, Calgarians,
I still
all
live
those. All those?
yeah we are live hello everyone
Sorry.
we'll be starting in 2 minutes guys thank you so much for joining So this is last address. Hello everyone. Are you ready?
Okay.
Advertise. जी सलाम नमस्ते सत श्री अकाल आदाब यार मदद मैं आपका होस्ट जलाल की खिदमत में आज आप सब सुन रहे देख रहे हैं सलाम नमस्ते कैलगरी ऑन द रेडियो संगम इन कैलगरी एंड रेडियो संगम एडमिंटन अगर आप एडमिंटन में हैं और अगर आप हमें जो है फेसबुक या तो फिर इंस्टाग्राम में देख रहे हैं सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस आज नवंबर की 12 तारीख है कल रिमेम्बरेंस डे था एंड वी सैल्यूट ऑल द सोल्जर्स हु फॉट फॉर अस ताकि हम आज की जो हमारी लाइफ जो स्टाइल जो लाइफ स्टाइल है तो वहाँ यहाँ पर हम जो है जी सकते हैं जो सांस ले सकते हैं और आरामदेह की जो हमारी ज़िंदगी है थैंक्स टू ऑल द सोल्जर्स ऑल दोज पीपल वो जो है अपना बॉर्डर पे चाहे वो दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में हो बट लाइक स्पेशली रिमेम्बरेंस डे इन कनाडा तो वी सैल्यूट टू ऑल ऑफ देम एंड ऑफ कोर्स हमारे से आप देख सकते हैं हमारा जो है हमारी गेस्ट भी आ चुकी हैं मुनीरा नागजी फ्रॉम द एक्स ऑफ लव लेकिन सबसे पहले माय को होस्ट सलमा जी वेलकम टू द शो
जी थैंक यू सो मच सबसे पहले सलाम नमस्ते सत श्री अकाल आदाब जाली मदद एंड गुड इवनिंग उम्मीद है आप अच्छे होंगे पिछले हफ्ते मैं मिस कर गई इसलिए कि वेदर बहुत ख़राब था और वहाँ से साउथ से आधे घंटे की ड्राइव करना मेरे लिए मुमकिन ना था तो मैं माजरत चाहती हूँ कि मैं नहीं आ सकी लेकिन आज मौसम अच्छा है और नेक्स्ट फ्यू डेज बहुत अच्छा रहने वाला है तो उम्मीद है आप लोग सब ठीक होंगे और मुझे मिस किया होगा जैसा कि जलाल ने कहा कि कल रिमेम्बरेंस डे था और हमें हमारे सारे दुआओं में याद रखना चाहिए और इंशाल्लाह इसी तरह हम अच्छे सेफ रहेंगे इन लोगों की वजह से तो कहिए कैसे हैं आप लोग और जैसा कि जलाल ने बताया आज हमारे पास 2 गेस्ट आने वाले हैं एक तो आ चुके हैं जैसा कि जो देख रहे हैं उनको देख सकते हैं मुनीरा नागजी फ्रॉम एक्स ऑफ लव और जो नहीं देख सकते तो हम उनको बताना चाहते हैं कि मुनीरा नागजी आज हमारी पहली गेस्ट है और हम इनसे बातें करेंगे कि अब क्या चल रहा है जो ये इतना अच्छा काम कर रही है ये एक्चुअली हमारी मदर टेरेसा है हमारे लिए
Exactly. Calgary's own Mother Teresa.
She's doing such a good job she's doing and we'll hear from her कि अब आगे क्या हुआ है और क्या कहाँ तक पहुँचा है इनका प्रोजेक्ट और शी इज़ एक्चुअली गोइंग बैक टुमारो, लेकिन अच्छा है कि आज ट्यूसडे और हम इनको बुला सके अपने स्टूडियो में, इनसे बातें करेंगे। तो इंशाल्लाह हमारा वक्त आपके साथ 10 बजे तक रहेगा और उम्मीद है कि आप आज के दोनों गेस्ट से काफ़ी फ़ायदा हासिल करेंगे।
थैंक यू सरमा जी। यस, अभी जो सरमा जी ने बहुत अच्छा कहा कि शी इज़ आवर ओन, जो है कैलगरीज ओन मदर टेरेसा, एंड beside all the good words, but चाहे कुछ भी हो, but I think what you doing, Munira ji, no one can. I don't think so we can do it. I'll be very honest.
That's right.
I think it's all blessings. You're getting more and more
True.
encouragement from our prayers. We try to do
Thank you
whatever
for
we do.
encouraging and putting me out there, right?
Yeah, and I think someone has to, so why not you? And it's a blessing for you and for family,
Yes.
and of course for those kids who are in
Yeah.
India.
Yeah.
So of course, again, welcome to Calgary, and I know you are leaving tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah, but luckily we got you today. So how are you doing now?
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
I've been here for 6 weeks.
Oh,
and
6 weeks, huh?
Yes.
I've been watching her on all
Yeah,
her-
and of course yeah.
Yeah.
She's been spending good time with her family.
Family, that was
That
the
is
thing,
important.
yeah, and
yeah,
then-
that's very important. Yeah.
Getting all my health in check.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
it took time.
So you look younger now. Is that
I do,
something in
right?
the water
So
here or there?
My heart must have shifted.
No, you know that thing on your face is from the inner satisfaction,
Exactly.
inner
Yeah.
happiness,
Oh.
inner peace.
Children's
That-
blessings. right?
Yeah,
That's
children's
what
blessings
it is.
and their
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
That is the thing. आपके लिए दुआ
So
करते हैं कि they must
satisfying, yeah.
praying for you.
Yeah,
So how much
yeah.
Urdu have you learned?
I know Urdu. I know Gujarati too.
That's
It helps
nice.
both ways.
Yes, it does help. So tell us what is now new, what is happening with the kids, what is, like, tell us
Where
something
we are
about
at?
you, where we are at.
So, you know that we have 9 children,
Yeah.
homeless, third generation,
Mhm.
homeless children that are almost untouchables, that have lived with me for 17 months now.
17,
So
eh?
17 months in a house which is less than 1,000 square foot.
Mhm.
So 1 bathroom, 1 shower.
Oh my
A
God.
little kitchen, but we managed. I mean, it was such a lovely atmosphere there, home,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
And I was a mother to them, like 24-hour mother, right?
yeah.
And no help from the village, like we didn't have anyone to help us with the housework. So imagine
Yeah.
9 kids laundry by hand, right?
By
And then we
hand.
were making
Oh,
40
wow.
rotis per meal, right? So that took a toll on me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It was quite stressful, and that's why I had to come early.
Mhm.
But I've got everything checked up, and hopefully
Feeling
children's blessings are
shy.
right at the back.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
worried.
right.
Yeah.
And then we had our house is on lease for 2 years.
Right,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
ending in May
Okay.
2020.
Next year.
And
okay.
then now suddenly the landlord says, okay, the lease is not going to get renewed.
Okay.
Because it was originally, understood that it's going to renew for another 2 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But now he wants the house back.
Why?
And
Any?
Yeah.
village.
Yeah,
India,
village,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we can't say no because legally we only had signed for 2 years.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
So now the stress came out that now where do we go, right?
Yeah.
No one was willing to give us house anyways to begin with.
You're right. Right.
And this
right.
kind person gave us a house so we could start our work.
Yeah, yeah.
And now where do we go? If I don't continue, the children are back on the streets. Like
Yeah,
all these
yeah.
17
3
months
months
of work
apart.
and 3 years before, they're all down the drain.
Right. Right.
And then we have to think, okay, they're not the village because in the village, no matter how they've improved, the stigma is still there. People are still treating them as homeless,
Yeah.
untouchables. No
Mm.
matter
Yeah.
they look so good,
Yeah, I've seen
on
all
the
the
videos,
pictures
right?
and
they've
videos.
really, really improved.
They
Like
look
you can't
so
tell
good.
they are homeless, right? So, but the village people are not
Yeah.
accepting them. So then we have to remove the children from this environment and go where nobody knows where they are from, right?
Yeah,
So then we decided to go to a city.
yeah.
Mhm.
So Jamnagar was not making, I was not gelling with Jamnagar, so I thought, okay, now another city. Then Baroda came in mind.
Baroda.
It's called Baroda,
Okay.
right? So
Is it
that
nearby?
8 hours
8-hour drive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So normally we travel at night, take a sleeper bus and get there in the morning.
Okay.
So then I, found out a lady who was opening a new hostel in Baroda.
Mhm.
And I approached her and said, please take my children. But we had to go back and forth a few times to see whether this is the right place for our children.
Yeah,
Right.
And
that's
it's
right.
such a risk, right?
Right.
So I'm putting all these 7 children into somebody's
Right.
hands, not even knowing.
Yeah.
But she was very kind enough and she met me 3 times. She saw her hostel was being built. And it's just opened a month ago.
Uh-huh.
And thank God, she accepted our kids. Yeah.
Okay.
And out of 9, 7 are there already at the hostel. 2 were really young. The father's not agreeing to send them. I mean, we can
Okay.
understand, right?
Right.
I would be hesitant to send my kids
Right,
also.
right.
But I just called the father 3 days ago, and he said I can take the little girl.
Okay.
So now out of 9, 8 will be there.
It will be in
And
hostel.
one little boy who's 5 years old. That's the father's not agreeing to take.
Mhm.
But inshallah, in time, I think he'll come around.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope so,
Yeah,
and I'll try
yeah,
to convince him. So,
So-
now I've left the kids at the hostel.
Okay.
Her name is Juin Data, and she's taken the kids in her
And is
care.
she local?
She's local from Baroda.
Okay.
From Bangalore, but she's been in Baroda for a long time.
Okay.
And she has
Mhm.
been working with the street children, same caste. So,
Oh.
you know, we always had issues with the caste.
Right.
Yeah.
So, first lady, thank God,
Mhm.
with no issues with caste.
Okay.
And she, with open arms, she took them. And
Wow.
the way she is, I can't even explain
So
the
she
lady.
has, how many kids she has?
She right now has 85.
85.
kids.
Yes, because she worked with those children on the street.
Right.
So all those children on the street are in our hostel now.
Oh.
Because on the street, impact is not that great.
Yeah.
No, it's like a bandage.
So how
you know?
how does she helps them where the money comes from?
Yeah.
So she's an NGO already. So
NGO.
she has the CSR grants, and she's local, so she has her ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
So then, what is your part now? So you're gonna
So now-
be staying with them?
I'll be staying for 6 months with the children at the
Okay.
hostel to help with the transition.
Right.
It was a really hard thing for them to.
Oh, I
I
guess.
just
Yeah.
leave them, and I
Yeah.
was coming here for 6 weeks. And one of the girls cried for 2 days. They would video and she would
Oh
sob
my
and sob,
God.
you know, my heart. But now I think they are good. They really look good. They're
Yeah.
settled in. So
Yeah.
I'll be spending 6 months at the hostel.
Okay.
I'll set up a preschool at the hostel for the
Oh, nice.
lady and train some teachers
Okay.
and just be there for our children to do a good transition.
Right.
Then
Right.
I'll have to do my own project, Acts of Love project then.
Okay. What is
Which
your
is-
like? Do you have in mind already?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
I'm manifesting already.
Okay.
So I'll be renting a house in Baroda.
Okay. In the
And-
same place where the
Yeah,
hostel
so
are.
this hostel is in the village from Baroda, 40 minutes away.
Okay.
But I'll come to the city now
Okay.
and rent a house, and I'll be looking for orphans this time. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking older kids. I will be taking the little ones like from 4 to 6.
Okay.
That's the age group I'm looking for because that's the roots foundation, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to change the
The
older
older
ones,
kids.
you know.
It's
With the
tough.
trauma they come with, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
equipped,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So the little ones are good, so I'm
Yeah.
going to look for them. Hopefully, I'll get them. I might
They're
get them.
resilient
Hopefully,
also,
yes.
you know.
So that's the new project
New
of
project.
mine.
So I was, you
11
know,
is my number. 11 children.
11 children. Yeah, how come? Just,
I don't know.
it's just but 11. So
Yeah.
you already got them?
No,
No.
now I'll go back and start looking.
So there's an orphanage that you will approach,
They're
or
on
how
the
will
street,
you do
street
it?
kids.
Huh?
On the street.
On
Oh,
the
they are
street.
on
On the street.
They
There's
are?
orphans on the street whose parents have died and they're with their grandparents or aunt or uncle who they don't want extra mouth to feed.
Right.
Oh.
So I'll be start now looking.
You know this when she's talking.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking about Amitabh's Karamveer program on Fridays. That you know, and yeah, I'm thinking really you should be, because you know
Yeah.
these are the kind of people they
True.
bring and they ask questions and they earn money.
Right.
Like win money, and they bring one more guest
Mhm.
who is a little bit more
Yeah.
knowledgeable.
Right.
And this is a great way of, you know, because they are looking
Awareness
people like
also,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Awareness is the
awareness
biggest
is
thing.
because they bring people who are looking after the girls who have been
Right,
raped,
yes, yeah.
the trafficking of
Girls.
children,
Yeah.
and the you
It's
know
amazing what they
last
do.
Friday was that guy who is looking after the girls because his own daughter died of dehydration.
Mhm.
So now every little girl in the village,
Mm.
he celebrates their birthday by
By
putting
planting trees.
planting
Right,
trees.
yes.
Isn't it?
Oh.
So you know, you I
Yeah.
think you somehow the other.
I'll get there.
Yeah, I want to see you there. You're
Oh, Amitabh show, big show.
yeah, you're such a good thing you're doing because you are one of the those kind of things
It's a
that
story,
people
yeah.
should get awareness
Right.
and everybody watches
You're
this
putting
show.
me on a pedestal now, so I'm
No,
definitely going to get there.
Yeah, no. I hope and
No, inshallah.
you just write to them and I think they will accept you.
Well, let's do
Yeah,
it then.
let do it. Right? There's no harm in writing.
No,
What's
no
the
harm at
harm?
all. Mhm.
Right? So they are looking for
Yes.
people like this. So
Yeah.
I'll be really. So this is good. So now you will go back and live in Baroda, and then you will rent a place and get 11 children between
start
4
work
to 6
again.
years,
Yes.
and then you work on them.
So
and then
the idea would be that I would be a transition home. So the children, if they live with me for 2 years, they become 8 years. The ones who are
Yeah,
6,
yeah,
they will be
6 and
8. So then we can transit them to the hostel. So I'll give them for 2 years, groom them and whatever.
Right, right.
Yeah,
And then
to the
put them.
hostel. So that
Okay.
rotation should start. So
Yeah.
11 children. We have more now. We have been more, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when even these children, when they went to the hostel, they make me so proud. That all staff said that we can tell who Munira's kids are.
Oh,
They
mashallah.
talk differently, they walk differently, their
Nice.
values are
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, yeah.
So
They
sweet.
are.
Oh,
It's
so
worth all the
sweet.
trouble.
No, so nice.
Yeah.
This is amazing what you are doing, and so then inshallah you will come again.
I'll come hopefully in January for my testing, whatever help,
Yeah.
and then I'll come back in May, and
To
hopefully we do a fundraiser
Yeah, you
for the
need
new
that,
project
yeah.
now.
Okay, when are you thinking?
May.
When are you thinking for the fundraiser?
May.
So
Oh,
we
May.
should
Okay,
do.
back in May again.
Yeah, when I come
We
back.
should
yeah.
do it for the.
This time I'll let you know I'm in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a heads up.
Because I knew she was in town.
No, of course, I saw her picture. I knew that she's here.
Because I thought because she's so busy
Yeah.
and want to spend time
Yeah.
with the
The
children,
family,
that's why
yeah.
she's not doing
Yeah.
the
Fundraiser,
fundraiser. Because for
yeah.
last 3 years we are.
We're doing
No, I knew that because normally she does only once a year. So I knew
Yes.
that we just did it this year, so it's going to be next year
This year,
sometime.
this was done this
Yeah, I
year.
remember with Manjit and
Yeah.
They had done their own program.
Yeah,
and
no,
they
but
gave
the-
us the procedures.
Yeah.
Proceeds. That is different.
Proceeds, yeah.
No, no, I think you did as well. Like,
No,
when
no,
was-
not this year.
We did
Last year.
last in November.
I
Last
remember.
November.
I
Remember what a snow
Last in
was
November.
last
And
year.
then I could not. I remember I wasn't here. I had gone to Pakistan,
Okay.
so I said I
Right,
missed
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
I told her
So
that.
hopefully in May now we should
Yeah.
plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So you're. I know you get a lot of nice visitors who come and help out
Yes.
and volunteer
Yeah.
for some time.
Yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
It's
yeah.
amazing. So your son is going to come. There's something
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to hosting him.
Yeah, he is into all these things.
He's
He
our
loves
fan.
to. Yeah, he loves to do these kind
So,
of
you know,
things. Yeah.
like in your, what's the town name? Like the village name?
Baroda is the city and
Baroda.
Lasundra is the village.
Sundra.
Okay.
Lasundra.
That's all.
Yeah.
So I think, like, so do you have kind of the setup? Okay, so if you get any kids, so is that, so like when you get your new kids now,
Yeah.
so they'll go to the same like hostel, or is it going to be different hostel for them?
Same after 2 years.
After 2 years? Yeah, you will like,
Yeah,
so they'll be
now
with you for 2
we're
years.
going to now coordinate how to get this transition going.
So is there any way maybe like a city or maybe village can help like from the government side? Because
It's all private NGOs.
is that right, yeah?
There's so much of, if you go government help, they really, bombard you with this, you gotta do.
right,
Not
Yeah.
fun.
is that right?
Yeah. But this hostel is beautiful hostel.
So
yeah.
all the stuff what you had, all the teaching stuff from the other 8 kids, you
From
have it.
Oceania.
You
Yeah,
have
so now I bring all this material
good. That's
to Baroda
that's
and
a
start
help.
my
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Nice,
such a help.
okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
all the material is there. So now we have to kind of vacate our house in Jivapur
Yeah, and then
slowly.
you
But I have to
bring-
have a house to put my stuff in, right? So first I have to rent a house and then transfer all the stuff and then
Yeah.
look for children. It's going to be all simultaneous.
So-
So many things
So many
together.
things,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when you started like with these like the same kids about what is it about a year and a half ago,
Yes.
and now
Mhm.
what do you see the difference
Oh,
in the kids?
I think I became Desi, they became Canadian.
That's a nice way of
Oh
putting it.
wow!
That's a nice way of
Yeah.
putting it.
They were so funny when they went to the hostel. There was Desi toilet, and we in Ashiana we have the Western toilet. And they said, okay, we don't know how to use it. And then look at these children, how far
Yeah.
ahead they are. Right?
Yeah, that's
So,
so nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
So nice.
it's amazing the progress they made in 17 months. It's a miracle
Yeah,
the way
it's
they came out. Yeah.
But you work so hard, That is the thing. When you work so hard and you
It's
give
so nice
all,
to see, right?
yeah,
The
you give
change.
all your, all of you to them.
Yeah.
Then of course it will make a
And the other example was we went to Baroda in a coach bus sleeper, and we took them first time there. And on the way they had to take the general train, and they all came back in the evening to tell me, we are not that class anymore.
Oh
We are
wow!
like the general safari, They had to have a better class.
Wow.
So it's nice they have the confidence in
Yeah,
themselves.
of
Okay, they are higher, above now.
Now,
Right?
they
That is
feel
such a
way.
good thing to
But-
realize it.
Okay, so I have a question. I know maybe it's not relevant, but still. So now they get educated, right? Now, if somebody in an interview asks them, like, so will it affect them in some way or the other? Like, supposing I come in for an interview, you ask me, what are your roots and where you came from?
So they are proud of their roots.
Yeah,
They go home, they
Yeah.
don't mind going home. Home is a street
yeah,
for them,
yeah,
right?
that's
And
right.
they love going home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they
Adjust so well, they go there, they're there.
yeah,
Whatever they are with the parents. And
Yeah.
when they come to our house,
they are
they are
different.
then,
So
yeah.
this is so important because see, they should be proud
Proud.
where they came
Yes,
from.
we always tell them not to forget where
Yeah.
they've come from.
Yeah.
So, and then pay forward also.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and that is the humility
Yeah,
they
we
should
don't want
have.
uppity nose
Yeah.
anywhere.
No, that will not help them.
No,
Yeah,
no.
That's
So we have to keep that balance.
yeah, great. Yeah, oh, that's so nice to know that they now in a hostel
Yes,
and
But
they're
yes,
if
doing
you
there.
saw on Facebook, we started giving out milk in the slums in Jamnagar.
Ah.
Every Saturday, we would take milk and distribute to the children in the slums. And they
Mhm.
loved it because now they were saying one day that they were at the receiving end,
Yeah.
and now they
They are
are
giving it
giving.
Wow.
It was such a good experience, the way the emotions were running on their faces, you know. So
Wow.
really good.
So yeah, how's the family here?
My family is good.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
after
how
a
are
long
they
time,
treating?
also
Yeah.
spread apart, right? One is in Toronto, one is in BC,
Okay.
and I'm in India. My son's here. So this time we decided, okay, one time we all have to be under one roof together.
Good for
Nice.
you.
So there were dynamics and challenges, of course, past flying, but we got used to each other. It was fun.
Okay.
That's so
Nah.
nice.
So are they okay with like you
Yeah.
are not here?
Yes.
It's, I think they are getting used
They
to
are
They
it.
got
working.
used to it now.
They are working, both of them.
My older one is in Toronto working, and she's going to get married in March in Delhi. She's
Oh.
moving to India, so thank God now I have a family
Oh,
in India.
that is
Yeah.
If something
nice.
happens to me, then she's there.
That
Oh.
is
Yeah.
such great
Such a
news.
wonder, you know.
And the boy is from there?
He's from then. He studied in Toronto, so they met in Toronto.
So they will
Okay.
live there now.
Then she's moving there for a
Oh,
year.
how nice. And the
Yeah.
boy wants to?
Yeah. His family is there, right?
Oh, how nice. That is such great
Nice.
news.
Yeah. So then we could have not have had that get together after she moves away.
Yeah.
So then we decided, okay, we need to get
Yeah,
together.
of course.
It was
of
nice.
Course, of course, yeah. And what about your son is doing
He's
that?
here studying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, good.
So if I talk about about those kids,
Mhm.
so do they have siblings?
So we have three families.
Yeah.
Three
See,
families.
we
so
didn't
it's all
just
right.
separate the families. Other NGOs, what they do is they only pick one child per family.
Mm.
So their family benefits by one child.
Mm.
But we didn't want to separate the siblings because then that status also goes different, right? That how
Right.
educated you are not, you're still on the
Yeah.
street. They don't gel them.
Right.
So we didn't want to do it.
So
So
you
we
take
have
the
children from
basic
three
of
families.
family.
All siblings.
Okay, so then everyone is getting kind of
Yeah,
grow
we are
together.
growing together, looking
Yeah.
after each other, right?
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
families also should know because if one child is lying about something, then the other child will say the truth. They are safer that
Yeah.
way,
That's right.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their parents are they going to travel?
So
to-
once a month, we are going to send the parents by train to come and visit.
Visit them.
They've done
Oh.
2 visits already.
Okay.
So now when I go, we'll do a third one.
Okay,
Wow.
Yeah.
good.
So
Yeah.
instead of sending the children,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
it's better.
you know, they
The
are better
parents
off
to
now.
come.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's been decided the parents after 6 months, they'll move to the city now from the village. They've been
Oh, nice.
3 generations homeless in that village.
Wow.
Now they've agreed that they'll move to the city in Baroda, near the kids.
Near the kids.
Yeah, so then imagine their life now.
Yeah.
Right? What
wow.
Their progress, yeah.
Amazing.
This is so nice to know all
One
these
family at
things,
a time. We
yeah.
cannot do more
Yeah.
on my own, being on the ground there, but one family at a time. Even if these 3 families come to Baroda and they just get into the city life, get a good job and near the children are doing well. It's such a good thing.
Good
And I'll be in
feeling.
Baroda myself.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Such a good feeling. That's
Oh.
great. Keep on doing,
Oh, thank
and
you.
Allah gives you
Amen.
a good health.
And
And
that's
you're
the important
doing
thing.
such
Without
a,
health,
yeah, you
do
can't do
anything, right?
nothing.
Yeah.
No money doesn't count.
Nothing
counts.
counts.
Health
is
is the
first.
most important.
Yes.
Health gives you energy. Health
Yeah.
gives you to make things
This is it.
different, you know.
But I have confidence I'm not going anywhere. I have a contract with the creator. 8
Creator.
years I need
Yeah.
to do my work. So he can't really.
Yeah, no, you're not
So you know
going
when you
anywhere.
do the fundraiser in Calgary, is it helping?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
First of all, awareness. Whether
Awareness,
you know
yeah.
get funds or not, first thing is awareness. Once awareness is there, the money will come on its own.
Yeah.
Mm.
And yes, it does help a lot, a lot. All the support from Calgary is phenomenal.
Mm.
Yeah, we really appreciate you putting us out there, you know, and people
Everybody's
coming.
trying their
Yeah, it's such a great help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have had so many visitors from Canada.
Is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
And of course, you know, one of them was Madina. I
Yeah.
think last
Madina
time.
for 2.5 months. She said
2.5
she's coming back in March again.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's stuck with those kids now. She has no escape.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's nice when repeats come. A friend from Florida came twice already
Oh,
to
nice.
volunteer with
that
us. So
Wow.
the ones who born with the children, they keep coming back.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you know, I think this is very, you can say, important for the kids as well, so they get
Oh,
used to
yeah.
it for like
And they
for the
watch
same
the
person.
foreigners when they come, the visitors, and
Yeah.
they imitate them after
Yeah.
they're gone, right? They how they talk, how they walk, how they eat.
Yeah.
They imitate them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's-
Yeah,
It's like school
Huh?
without
Yeah.
teaching.
Without
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Wow.
And then they're inspired, or they want to be like them.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you are doing such a
Oh,
mind-blowing
thank
job.
Yeah, mind-blowing.
I can't even think.
Yeah, it
You know,
is
to leave
definitely.
everything here and you are.
That's a little getting tougher each time I come back. This time I was here for 6 months. Now it's
Yeah.
a bit harder for me to go tomorrow. But I'll go.
Yeah,
And all will be well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go to the new hostel.
Yes.
Is that right?
Right. It's a long ways up there. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great
Yeah,
job.
for
No,
having
it's,
me.
it's,
Yeah.
it's so nice. Whenever I talk to you, it gives a good feeling
Oh, I'm so
that you're doing such a good job for these children and these
no,
families.
thank you,
No,
honored.
no, you are definitely making a difference. Like even they say if you make a difference in one
One
person's
child's life.
one
And there's a
person's
domino
life.
effect there.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
One child also. Don't
Yeah.
stop. If you
Don't.
can't do too many, just do one.
Do
They
one.
always say,
Say-
start small.
small.
If you can't do big, don't wait.
Yeah.
Right? Just
Yeah.
start. And it'll
Definitely.
go someplace, definitely.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, that's great.
So thank you so much, Munira.
Thank
you.
And you know, actually, I have an idea. We talk after, like
Okay,
you know, for like when you are back in
Yeah.
April, May. Right?
Mhm.
May.
Yeah, maybe we can do something different as well.
Yeah.
With your
Sure.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we can work on something from our side.
Right.
Yeah.
We
So
can
we'll
put
talk
in
about
our
it.
2 cents in it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like those 2 cents.
Yeah.
We try to do our part.
Thank you.
This is
Yeah,
great.
I appreciate it.
So, and what's your website and anything if you want to give it out?
Our website is theseactsoflove.com. So these acts of love.
These acts of love, ACTS, okay, so love.com. And of course, she's got a page as well, which is Acts of Love, and
Quite
you'll see the
active for
Munira's.
me.
Huh?
And it's quite active for
Yeah,
me.
yeah, exactly. She answers you right away. And you know, if they want to donate, they can go to
Our
your website anywhere
Yes.
and they
Yeah,
can
and they
donate.
contact me via Facebook, via Messenger. If
Yeah,
they
just
don't have my
donate
phone
anything
number.
you can.
Yeah. I
Wow.
have the Indian number. I don't have a Canadian number.
Yeah, what about the books and everything? Like, you know, do you think you can take any books, anything, or it's too much?
The weight.
Yeah.
If I have got books like galore books, and
Yeah.
I'm looking for someone who can help me with shipping them there. Such
Ah.
beautiful books. But if I find someone who can donate their time or to ship them there, I
Ship.
would love that.
Is that right?
And I've got tons of school material here, but how do I take it
Yeah,
in there?
I know,
you
I know.
So if someone can arrange a container for us, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I'm just saying, I don't know if it is possible or not. If you tell the airline, supposing you
I
talk,
tried.
right? What
Yeah,
did they say? They said no.
don't, No.
Oh,
They
no.
charge $100 for extra box.
Extra one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waving.
They need like probably from the bigger donor or bigger
Yeah,
name
a shipment would be good.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
I can't. Yeah.
By land
Yeah.
or by sea.
By
Yeah,
sea.
Then we
yeah.
can put lots of stuff and
Stuff,
open a
yeah.
very
Like
nice
the whole
food.
container
yeah,
you can
yeah.
take.
Because some of the material that we get here, we don't get there.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's right.
True,
Definitely,
true,
yeah.
true. Wow.
No, that's
Great.
Any message you want to give to our listeners and viewers? Anything you want
Yeah,
to?
thank you for listening to me and thank you for support. That's the main
Yeah.
thing. Thank you for supporting me.
Yeah.
And prayers and blessings, they go a long
Long
ways.
ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
great, and
yeah.
of course we are looking forward to it.
Thank
Inshallah,
you.
next event,
Yeah.
April or May, and we'll do inshallah bigger and better.
We'll connect.
Yes, we'll connect for sure. So guys, ये थी मुनीरा नागजी from Acts of Love. So please do visit her page, Acts of Love, and please donate. You know, as much you can, whatever you can, please donate. And she'd love to have you. And we'll be back in 5 minutes with our new guest. We're going to talk about flu vaccination, and all about cold, fever, this and that. We're going to have Mr. Amin Khanji will be here in our studio live, and we're going to talk about lots of cold, fever, everything, and pneumonias, whatever you just name it. So we'll talk about it. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you so much.